So when I was in kindergarten or the first grade, I went to a school called Uhuru Sasashule. It translates to Freedom Now School. This was in the 1970s. It was a militant black power kind of school. It was created as an alternative to public schools because they felt like public schools weren't giving black youth a quality education. They truly believed in following an Afrocentric curriculum. They even gave all of the students a new first name that was used in school. Mine was Nkinji. So they taught languages, mainly Swahili, and we were learning advanced math in the first grade. Their curriculum was tough. I learned far more than what was taught in public schools. The only thing is that they would skip you every other year. They would go from kindergarten to first grade, you would get tested, and then you get skipped to the third grade. Third grade to fourth grade, and then tested and skipped to the sixth grade. So I guess my mom did the math and was like, this girl's going to graduate from high school at 13. So she knew she had to switch me to public schools. I was so bored in school for a long time. Anywho, in the mornings at Uhuru Sasashule, they would feed us breakfast. And there would be, let's say, about 50 kids sitting at these tables that were shaped in a U. And when you got there, they already had a bowl set in front of you. Then the workers would come around and add cereal to the bowls. It was always cornflakes. So what they would do is they would go around and put a measured cup of cornflakes in each bowl. And when they got to the end, they would come back around and put a spoonful of sugar in the bowl. After they put the sugar in, then somebody would come around with a gallon of milk and they would pour the milk in everybody's cereal bowl. I sat at the beginning of the U, so I was always one of the first ones with a completed cereal bowl. Once they finally got around to all the other kids, then they would have us do a prayer. I still remember this prayer. It was in Swahili. It went something like, Sifa, Ote, Ina, Tadifa, Welsi. Ask me how I remember that 50 years later. I don't know. I still don't even really know what it means. All I know is that you had to say it 3 times in a row. Meanwhile, my cornflakes have been sitting in milk for about 10 minutes. And when I look down at that bowl, everything is swollen and soggy. It's not sweet. It was just gross. But you would get in trouble if you didn't eat it. This was one of those schools that had corporal punishment, so they could take ruler to cheeks. And so here I am forcing myself to eat soggy, non-sweet cornflakes. It was disgusting. And to this day, 50 years later, just the look and smell of cornflakes still turns my stomach.